Yes? What? Yes? What is it? Fantastic, then.
Is it really true that you and Orion attended college together?
Oh yes, we both arrived about the same time. Wild-eyed and seeking knowledge. At least I was. He was always more sensible.
Good day,
Comes off
Guildmaster.
being the teacher
I've
and
got
not the
some things
student.
you'll never find anywhere else.
You must have some great stories to share.
What? Who told you that? Oh, no. What happens in college stays in college.
Are you sure you have everything you need? Madras, we need to talk about the huge surplus of Dwemer supplies in storage here.
Yes? What about them? I'm going to be in some large construction with those things.
You've been saying that for quite a while now.
I've been somewhat busy, you know.
As have we all. But I'm running out of space and need more room for other non-Dwemer supplies.
But those were terribly hard to collect.
Then you can help me decide what I'm going to sell to create space.
All right, fine. I suppose I don't need quite so many Dwemer forks. Now are you satisfied?
Not even close. But I'll be back to ask you what's next, after I've disposed of those.
Well, I'm keeping enough for myself to use. And if you want to use barbaric Nordic forks with 2 prongs, go right ahead. But you won't catch me with one.
Latoria greets you. Of course, Guildmaster. Latoria always has a few extra on hand in case of a new member. Here you are. Oh, going somewhere, are we? Okay, should be exciting. What can Latoria do for you? What do you want? Of course, Guildmaster.
Well, greetings, Guildmaster. Goodbye, Guildmaster.
What can I do for you, Guildmaster?
Hello, Latoria. I have a question about the
Sure.
spell you
What
use
can I
to
help you
gather
with?
knowledge from
Sounds good.
books.
I'll be back in a few days.
What can this one do for you?
My favorite.
Does the spell you use truly destroy the document in the process, or can you leave any undamaged portion intact?
So far, Latoria is not able to preserve the original material. It is consumed by the spell.
Excuse me. Oh, I'll move. Sorry.
Women here act like they have a sword shoved up their rear end.
Dust everywhere.
Yes? Thank you for asking. I'll be fine, I'm just a bit shaken. I'm more worried about the state of the museum. Such a horrible state we've been left in.
Oh, dear. Are you serious? You managed to recover all of them? Every single stolen relic? Oh my, that is fantastic news! I'll get right to work restoring the museum to its proper glory. It will take me a few days, but I'll get things back to normal.
Oh, really? Well, it's entirely possible that the artifact may have moved from there. I'll continue to do some more research.
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend. All this standing around is rubbish. You should be taking the fight to the storm.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse. Or Katla if you're looking for work. I can't help you.
Is this about the stables? My husband Gaiman handles the business. A man like you should own a horse.
You got business at the stables? Of course. How can I argue with that? Work hard for the future and leave the path. Of course. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. With a wife like Frederica. Of course. Good afternoon.
Sturdy.
Of course. How can I argue with that? If you're heading up to Solitude, you should stop to check out the view on your way. It's a good one.
You can find Imperial influence, and be sure to find a host of criminal activity hiding right under their noses.
Good, you came. There's a lot going on here, but we need to find things that corroborate with my father's version of what happened. Of course. My father said he was cooking dinner when he heard a commotion outside. The trespassers must have shot down a deer. Smelling my father's dinner, they offered to share the venison in exchange for a drink and a warm fire. On this much, both sides agree. But out here you can never be too careful. My father demanded the strangers to leave the property and take the deer with them. The strangers were insulted. In hindsight, my father should have shown more tact. Nobody likes to be called a thief. Eventually things got heated and shots were fired. These arrows are proof of that. My father ran inside and got his axe. There was a fight near the hearth when one of them knocked over a candle horn. When the fire started, everyone, including my father, fled. Given how detailed my father was, I wouldn't be surprised if your findings match his story. My father never liked hunting. Not at first, anyway. But he learned to love it, because he knew how much it meant to me. Part of me thinks this is all my fault. Had I wanted to stay in the city, he wouldn't be in this situation. But then I think back to all those times we spent together, and how much it meant to him, and I don't have the heart to take them away. Have you ever lost anyone close to you, friend? I'm sorry. I should have known you've dealt with such grief, given how far you've come to help a stranger. But I shouldn't be grieving. I should be fighting. And with your help, we'll prove my father's innocence.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Time to end this. Are you looking for a...
Why? Now
Why?
ain't this a surprise? Now we're gonna have to spill your brains on the road here.
Ah!
I do what I do. You do
Well, you died, coward.
Fuck! Die already! Who's gonna bury you? I killed all your friends.
Just die already, bastard!
You should leave here while you can still walk.
Steal yourself.
You hurry up and come at me. I ain't done all day. Victory is yours. Participate.
Next blood to be spent here.
You'll be
Will be your
skeever
own.
food in a moment. You'll be skeever food in a moment.
Crazy bitch!
A lifetime of mistakes made by your mother led you to this moment right now. How's that feel?
Feast on the flesh of the dead.
Reminds me of home.
Today is a good day to die. For you.
careful. I'm not too fond of getting set on fire.
You, in the chair. Don't get up. I swear on the gods, I will push you over if you do. Oh no, you've gotten up. What am I going to do? Why is this happening? All I ever wanted was to learn a little magic, maybe smite a few enemies. You'll do that? But why? You're not a slaver, are you? By the crone you are! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! Run! You're still here. Well, I didn't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. I'll have you know I'm no ordinary witch. Have you ever seen a Dremora lord? Well, his name is Dravas, and he's a trained killer. Don't believe me? Then feast your eyes on this. See? I told you. That's a Dremora lord, in the flesh. Leave, before I sicken on you.
Bring it on! Hello.
What a waste of time.
Fucking come on then!
Well, Scrap, it's time to fight again.
I told you I'd put you down.
Come on!
They never listen.
Right. You'll die this day. You will not walk. Come on, you arsehole!
When I ask him to fight, all he does is wave his stupid tankard around. It's like he's not even here. I don't know. I've heard only Master Conjurers can do it. But there was this peddler named Sam, and he sold me a tome. He said it was a special book made for novices. I can't tell you how excited I was when it actually worked, but then I tried to command him. I should have known it was too good to be true. They call it a bird's eye. Some say it's because it touches the sky, others say it's because it's infested with hags. But you saw it. Mother Aegis is dead. All my sisters too, which means I'll probably never become a matriarch. No, of course not. I mean, you people kill the mothers, right? Then why would I want to be one? No way, not me. I'm just a regular old student from the College of Windhelm on her way back home. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods! I didn't mean to lie, I swear! Yes, I want to be a matriarch. I want wrinkles and feathers and claws and bird feet. But what I really wanted was the power. You understand, don't you? Please don't kill me. By the taproot. Does this mean you're going to let me live? And I didn't even have to pay you. That's a load off my mind.
You want to do this the hard? I can't. Let's do this.
Scrap.
I'll be happy when I'm far enough away from you that I forget the smell. Ugh.
Slow and steady.
Why did they think they even had the slightest chance against us?
Stench of death. Gross.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on, Cal. Yeah, get on him, Cal.
Be on guard.
kill yourself. Excuse me.
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone.
And
Praise
for that
the divines
reason,
you're
I think
here.
it would be a
Come on, let me
mistake to
introduce
waste
you.
the Jarl's time any more than we already have. Further delay will not change the facts at hand.
My Jarl, if I may, the witness I spoke of earlier has arrived. Given he's examined the scene of the altercation, I'd like to have him cross-examine Formir's testimony.
Are you sure this witness of yours can be objective?
I had the captain of the guard vet him, just as he did with your apothecary.
Huh, we shall see.
Formir, there's still time to end this folly. The lease agreement proves you are trespassing. I think it's clear to both you and the court that he cannot be held accountable for your injuries.
My Jarl, it is very noble of this man to defend his father's honor, and for that, he should be commended. Unfortunately, his contention that we trespassed on his father's property is simply not true. It is not trespassing if the man invites you into his home.
You mentioned something that would convince us. Please proceed.
Thank you, my Jarl. You see, my housecarl and I were hunting a deer when one of our stray shots happened to hit this man's cottage. An unfortunate accident, but nothing particularly damaging to the woodwork. Drunk? What evidence do you have of this? For the past decade, I have abstained from drinking spirits, and my apothecary has confirmed this to the court. Now, if you'll allow me to continue, my Jarl. After the arrow hit the cottage, this man's father came bursting through the door.
Steward,
We
when is my
apologize for
appointment
the
to meet with
disturbance.
General
To make
Tullius?
amends,
There
we
are some
offered to
issues
share
we
the
must
venison
speak
with
about.
him. He agreed.
I'm
and
afraid
beckoned
he's
we
had
come
to
inside.
reschedule, my grace.
Naturally, we were
By all
pleased to get
accounts,
cold.
waging
My
war
companion
takes his
sitting
every
here
moment.
While I perused a nearby bookshelf.
Again?
I remember this part
cancel an
clearly
appointment with
because I was
Jarl?
pleased to find my
Serves in my
favorite
capital
series,
city.
The Wolf Queen,
I'm
on the
afraid
top
he
shelf.
can. His
In fact,
authority comes
I had
from the
just
Emperor.
opened the book to the first
You
page
also
when I heard my
serve
companion
technically.
scream.
He uses all of Haffingar's resources and doesn't answer to me in the slightest? This hardly seems fair.
Fair is a word rarely applied to politics, my grace. I'm afraid you must learn to accept this.
Asking that is like asking why bandits attack caravans. It's so obvious. I won't waste the court's time explaining it.
Steward, I have an idea that might help to
In any
bolster the
case,
morale of our
as I
people
was
in
saying,
this difficult time.
I heard my companion scream behind me. I turned around, only to see your father had struck him with his axe.
To Castle Dower.
Liar!
Calm yourself. I let him tell his version. Please allow me the same courtesy.
Fine.
When I saw my injured companion, I acted on reflex. I wrestled the assailant to the ground and told my friend to flee. At that point, I was certain I was going to die. I was fumbling about, trying to find a weapon or perhaps a miracle. My hands found a candle horn. I threw it at my attacker and missed wildly, but when it struck the wood, the cabin lit up like a bonfire. And the fire is what allowed me to escape. And with that, I conclude my testimony. It is my belief that this man's father attacked us without provocation. What I ask for is not vengeance, my Jarl, but for justice. But whatever you decide, I will humbly accept your judgment.
Thank you.
That could have gone better. At this rate, we might be better off demanding a trial by
I'm telling
combat.
you, I heard it. Howling.
Elisif is
Those
certainly going
werewolf
to
tales
rule
are
in
true.
Bormir's favor.
Bunch of power scavengers from what I've seen.
If it pleases the court, I would like to introduce some new evidence regarding our witness's character, which I have just obtained via courier.
Very well.
Thank you, my Jarl. I do not wish to alarm anyone here, but I believe this information may
Need
very
something?
well compromise the integrity of our chief witness.
What are you up to, Bormir? Explain yourself.
It is not I who has to explain myself. After all, you are the one who attested to the impartiality of this witness. A witness who works for the shipping company that delivered the lease agreement. A ship, I remind you, that lies at the bottom of Pilgrim's Trench. Could it be the document is a forgery meant to save this company's reputation?
You what?
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
What? Is this true? Why didn't you tell me sooner? And you agreed to be a witness? By Stoom, just whose side are you on?
What's wrong, Asgeld? Lost faith in your witness?
I swear, Bormir, I knew nothing of this. But it doesn't matter now. Clearly this trial has been tainted.
Agreed. In light of this new information, I think it would be a travesty to continue.
Then it's a trial by combat, Bormir, you dog. You know damn well my father can't win.
He stands a better chance against me than at this trial.
You're right. Fine. You have a deal.
Excellent. Members of the court, I apologize for wasting your time, but it seems we will settle this matter privately.
Good. You're dismissed.
Every person
Damn, I feel like a fool. This is what he wanted from the beginning.
Makes no difference if they occupy a throne.
No, it's my own fault. I myself walked over that cottage hundreds of times, and I still couldn't find fault with Bormir's story. In any case, I know you did your best. Take this gold for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go see him. I'm responsible for this outcome, so I must bear the news. At the very least, he will sleep soundly tonight, as a free man.